Let's just stop this right here. Jumping. It's one of my favourite things to do, but one problem, I'm a bit of a case magnet. So today we're going to try and fix that at the brand new pump track and jump track at Turon Reserve in Crestwood. Now, as you guys probably saw in my Bear Creek video, I really struggle with jumping. And I think that mainly comes down to commitment. At least that's what my fiance tells me. But without proper commitment, you can't really do proper jumping technique. So that's what we're going to do today in a proper, well-built, safe environment, because that's the best way to progress. So before we jump into fixing my commitment issues, let me take you for a quick lap so you guys see what we're dealing with here. So the track starts with one of the jump lines, so there's a few rollers, then you've got a tabletop, another roller, and then another tabletop before you get into the first berm. After that, there's a step down into a table, followed by a double that you can also manual, and then you get into the main pump track. If you go straight through the pump track, it takes you to the last berm where there's a big step up, and this is followed again by another double, and then a roller, followed by the final tabletop. So now that you know what we're dealing with, let's take a look at the first jump and work with some technique, because I'm pretty comfortable on this one. So when it comes to technique, I've got two main people that I have to thank. The first tip comes from my mate Jake, and it's really about transitioning up the lip. So you kind of want to think, as you're transitioning up the lip, you want to be standing up, and right at the end, you want to be standing straight tall, so full extension on everything. So gradually transition, following the lip right until you get to the end, where you should be standing up tall. And the next tip comes actually from a fellow Australian YouTuber. So it comes from Flowmentum MTB up in Queensland, and he kind of goes through his 4 Ps of jumping. So you've got your preload, your pop, your pull, and then your push. So you want to kind of preload at the start of the jump in kind of that neutral attack position. Then you want to stand up on the lip as I was talking about, so that's going to be your pop. And then you want to pull your bars towards your hip as you're off the lip. And then you want to push the bike forward to spot your landing at the end. So that makes it pretty simple, right? But you have to commit to it. So let's work on that now. So now we're at the step down behind me, and it doesn't seem like much, but whenever something's not a table, I tend to just freak out. So because of that, let's talk a little bit about commitment. So when it comes to commitment, I think about 3 things. So I ask myself the serious question, being honest with myself, is my skill level where it's at to hit this feature? For me, I should be hitting this feature, but it's only kind of the fear that's kind of getting in the way, so I know I'm capable of it, so I should just do it. Okay, so the second one, and I know I'm kind of breaking it here, but have a genuine friend with you. Not a friend that just says send it to everything. He rides with you a fair bit, he knows where your skill level's at, and he knows that if you get towed in by him, you can hit the feature. And the last one, have the appropriate safety gear. I'm pretty confident with just a half shell for this, but yeah, wear your knee pads, even in a spot like this, wear your knee pads, gloves, helmet, all that kind of stuff. Always prep for the worst case scenario. And then a bonus one, very popular with mountain bikers, is the rule of 3. So you get 3 roll-ins to the feature. If you haven't hit it on that 3rd time, give it a miss, you're in your head, there's no point hitting it today. If you hit it, something's probably gonna go wrong. So yeah, leave it to another day. Okay, so enough of that. Let me take some of my own advice and hit the step down. So not too bad of a first attempt. Definitely pulling up a bit more because I'm kind of a bit scared. So, but we'll see how this next one goes. Okay, so I don't think that's getting any better at the moment. I think it's because there's a bit more speed. I think I'm just a bit more hesitant. So give it a few more tries, and if I don't hit today, I don't hit it. Oh, so close that time, just the slightest case. All right, we'll give it one more try, and if I don't get it, then we'll do some other stuff. Woo! So stoked with that, like 20 tries later. But yeah, still not doing the push at the end to kind of like spot the landing, but just happy I cleared it today, and we can kind of tidy that up later. But let's hit this line a few times, and then we'll head over to the next thing. Okay, so now we've had a bit of a look at technique and commitment, let's have a bit of fun. Well, always been having a bit of fun anyway, but there's a nice rhythm section over here. You've got kind of a roller, so a small double that you can roll manual. Then there's 2 little tables after that. So I'd like to work on some manuals and stuff like that, because manuals, not really my strong suit. I kind of just learnt it by accident. So let's kind of work on that a bit and just have some fun. I think that last one felt good. Kind of worked my way up to it, but yeah, let's hit some lines, try some different things, and have some fun. Love that little section there. When you connect it all together, it just feels so flowy and perfect. Just like watching one of those satisfying videos. It's really satisfying. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to work on. Let's do one final lap with the GoPro and see if I can connect everything together. Whoop, first two. Happy with that. Now for the step down, don't think I have enough speed. Drop back in. Hit the high arm. So tiring. So not quite perfect. It's really hard to get enough speed out of the corner for that step down and the step up, not today. But I hope this video is helpful and you learned some tips about jumping, and if not, got some sick footage of the new trails that you guys can ride. So yeah, it's Crestwood, Turon Reserve, kind of northwest Sydney. I just want to say thanks for Hillside Council for building it. It's been a long time coming, and there's already been a heap of people here, so hopefully they can see that mountain biking is really big in the area and they can build some mountain bike trails as well. But I'm super grateful that they've built this. And I hope you guys have been enjoying all the bios, guys, but I definitely need to take a break this week, just get out on the trails and have some fun. But yeah, in the next few weeks we'll have the Enduro one, and then also my 2020 Mountain Bike Awards, so kind of like the best of 2020 all put into one episode. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a like, also subscribe to the channel, and always don't forget to leave a comment. I've only got 1 minute left on my SD card, so kind of rushing it through it. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.